Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your Chief. Welcome to my Wednesday message, week number 10. It's been a crazy 7 days since you saw my last Wednesday message, where I asked you some very difficult questions. I hope you got the answers. I saw you guys on Instagram Live. Thank you for following me on Insta, following my Insta Live. I spent a lot of time talking to the one and only Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, Japadas Bismarck, planning the most exciting year. And firstly, all of you around the world, this is our 25th anniversary. And for the first time in a long time, all right, we are doing 2 VCons in the same month of September, our anniversary month. So we have VCon 1 and VCon 2 in the same month. It is going to be mind-blowing. Okay, I just spoke to Dato Sri Vijay, all right, and he says, Patman, we haven't done this since Goa, India in 2001 or 2000, I believe, where we did back-to-back VCon, and here we're doing back-to-back VCon. And I'm telling you, a back-to-back VCon, the energy of 1 and 2 is just going to blow your mind, guys. All right? And on this Wednesday message, I want you to listen very carefully, because this is your Chief speaking to you from my heart to yours. All right? Every once in a while, when I do my Wednesday message, I need to talk about what you don't want to talk about. And one thing I've learned in the last 25 years is that networkers tend to avoid talking about things that are really important, and they like talking about things that are not very important for some reason. So networking has a lot of stuff, guys. You got training, you got inspiration, motivation, all right, fun, laughter, relationship building, power of association. So what happens is, the danger of a business like ours, because our business is emotional, our business is about love and fun sometimes. A lot of networkers stay on the journey, all right, because of the things they like. But they avoid and ignore the things they don't like. The problem is, the things most people don't like is what contributes to your check and commission growing every week. The things you like may contribute to your growth, your emotional well-being, but not necessarily directly contributing to your check. So listen very carefully, guys. You are on this journey. You're not here to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. And I hope there's a lot of people who are brand new watching this Wednesday message, okay? So this is your Chief. Firstly, let me say, I love you. But I'm also saying, wake up, smell the coffee. My job, my duty, representing Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, is not to give you happiness only. My job is also to push you consistently towards the right direction. Because a lot of people can be on this journey and they don't achieve the desired results. Some of you watching this video right now, you are not achieving the results you want to achieve, and it leads to frustration. And frustration leads to ineffectiveness as a networker, as an upline, as a downline, and eventually leads to mental quitting and slowly leads to permanently quitting the business. And I'm telling you, 25 years I've seen it all. And the reason why, because many uplines, monkey see, monkey do, like to do everything here, right, which has an influencing factor on your commission check, but don't like to talk about what really creates better and bigger commissions and more success every week. So you decide, all right, how many percent are you where? The first rule I've always practiced, and I want you to listen this carefully. This is a reminder. I am here to remind you what nobody reminds you, because it's easy to forget. All your activity in network marketing is not and will never be as important as my mantra in life. Presentación, presentación, presentación. And if you have an honest evaluation of your network left and right today, you will be shocked to realize, even if you have 2 downlines, you will be shocked to realize that the culture of presentación, going out there, picking up the phone, calling a prospect, setting the appointment and doing the presentation, that culture is not the number 1 culture. And as long as that culture is not number 1, your level of success your speed of success, everything will reduce drastically. Alright, I believe the number one culture in any organization anywhere in the world is for everyone, including the brand new person, to understand that the most important activity in network marketing is nothing except presentación. And the only way that will work, if you sing the song, repetition is the greatest teacher. Like Dato Sri Vijay said, Patman, if you want to create successful leaders, be like your mother, nag and nag and nag. See, if our mothers did not nag, guys, we won't brush our teeth every day. We won't eat our vegetables. Alright? We won't drink water. Alright? We won't do anything that's good for us. Alright? Because what's bad for us makes us temporarily happier. If you understand what I mean. So the first culture that I want you to implement fanatically, reintroduce it on week 10. And don't, hey, presentación. No, stand on the mountain or any stage you are on, proudly, with no doubt, say, hey, the most important activity in network marketing is only presentación. Because that's where BVs come from. Alright, not babies, BVs. Alright, that's where BVs come from. And that BVs goes up to your tracking center. When you hit 3,000 the left, 3,000 the right, you get paid. Don't ever ignore that. Don't hide behind training, power of association, holding hands, singing kumbaya, alright, which are all important. But all of that is completely useless if you are not focused on this part of presentación being the number one culture. If people run out of prospects, then make sure all your trainings is about how to find a prospect. I rather recognize somebody for even having a name list. I rather recognize somebody who does 15 presentations and maybe not sign up anyone. Because that's the right attitude, the behavior, the culture that you want to instill in your organization. And next, alright, is the importance that you place, not your downline, you place on goals. This is non-negotiable. And don't get me wrong, guys, I love you. We have bad weeks, we have bad months, sometimes things slow down, sometimes things grow again, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Alright, we will always be loyal to you. As long as you are loyal to us, we will hold your hand, we will guide you. We understand that sometimes markets are down, sometimes markets are up, sometimes your tracking center earns a lot, sometimes all that I understand. But what I do not tolerate, what I don't allow in my organization is that people who don't take their goals seriously. Just 2 days ago, I was with Dato Sri Vijay, and he reminded me, Patman, about hard work. He said, any moron can work hard. If you look out your window, you look at your streets, you look at your community, you look at your city, there are a lot of hard-working people. Alright? Respect them, but they're not going anywhere. Because hard work without a goal is called a job. Hard work without a goal is called a very pathetic comfort zone. So if you are already working hard, congratulations. Now what are you working hard for? Where's the direction? Where's the destination? What's your weekly target? What do you want to, when do you want to achieve your first sign up if you're brand new? Write it down on the mirror. Write it down, take your kids' crayons and write it down on the wall. When do you want to get your first direct referral? When are you going to complete Find 2? When are you going to get your first commission of your first step? Alright, your second step, third step. When do you plan to complete your first cycle? When do you plan, alright, to have 2 downlines who completed their first cycle? Or 1 downline, alright, who completed whatever it is. Everything about your journey in this business comes back to how seriously you take your goals. And I take my goals very seriously. I have sleepless nights. Alright, I will sacrifice whatever I have to sacrifice in order to achieve my goal, non-negotiable. I will die for my goals. Alright, I am trained by the great ones, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. And Dato Sri always told me, all the hard work you do without a goal is pure stupidity. If you're working hard, you must have a goal. Only then can you measure whether your hard work was worth it. Whether the price you paid is worth it. And it's only worth it when you achieve your goal. And the deadline, the timeline of your goal must be non-negotiable in your mind. And only then will it be duplicated. This behavior, this thought process, this mindset will be duplicated in your organization. Alright, so goals. Small, big, unbelievable. Max out 3 tracking centers, no problem. But I want goals. Alright, even having a name list with 100 names is a goal. Your dream list is a goal. Your first presentation is your goal. Are you guys with me? Convincing your parents that this is a great business is a goal. Everything in life is a goal. And financial freedom is an accumulation of all these goals that finally come together and burst into financial freedom. Are you guys with me? And the third point, the final point I want to leave you with, alright, is a disease that all of you have. And I feel very sorry for you. But I'm a doctor. Alright? And I can help you cure this disease. This disease is called excusitis. It's a very dangerous disease. It's in everyone in the world. They all have this disease called excusitis. The symptoms of excusitis is confusion, alright, don't know where you're going, frustration, laziness, sleep and don't wake up until you are, sleeping for 10, 12 hours, no direction, no goal, is all excusitis. What is excusitis? It's the majority of downlines I've had. Before I tell them a goal, before I talk about the message I learned from Japa and Dato Sri, they straightway come up with an excuse. Because that's our nature. Our nature is excuse for everything. Why are you late? Excuse. Why you didn't hit your target? Excuse. And your excusitis blames everyone, including the weather. Alright? Including the weather. Some moron told me I could not hit my target today because it was raining too heavily every day. No prospects wanted to come to see me. Now, maybe that's true. But he used it as an excuse. And an excuse is a disease that rationalizes your failure in life. So all the failures they don't think they're failures. Because excusitis has dominated their brain to say it's okay. You got a valid excuse to be broke. You got a valid excuse to be a nobody. You got a valid excuse to be a failure. So they don't feel bad. Because excusitis is a dangerous virus. It actually makes you feel good being a loser, failure, broke. So you must cure excusitis. And the only way to cure excusitis, and listen carefully to Dr. Chief, alright, is to never ever use an excuse in your sentence. That means you say, sorry, I'm late, stop. No excuse. I did not hit my target. I will do better next week. Finish. Stop explaining. Stop rationalizing. Stop allowing your mind and your ego to say an excuse. So I never say an excuse in the presence of my mentor, Japa and Dato Sri. If I don't hit my TAT, sorry Anne, I'll do better next week. I don't say my downline died, there was a typhoon, there was raining, my cat had diarrhea. I don't say all of that. Because the minute you start saying it, even for the smallest goal, then you will start saying it for the bigger goal. And after 10 years on this journey, you will still be broke and you won't know why. And the reason is because the disease of excusitis took over your mind, body and soul and stopped you from becoming financially free. So these 3 simple secrets. What is the most important activity that you must not ignore? You must talk about every single day. It must be your mantra. You must write it on the walls, on the foreheads of your children, everyone. Presentación. Don't hide behind all the other activity. Focus on this. Number 2, goals. For everything there's a goal. Timeline. A goal without a timeline is stupidity, comfort zone and living in la la land. And the third one, Remove all excuses from your life. I don't care what your excuse is. Because if it is to be, it is up to me. So why should I blame anything? The weather, the country, the challenge, the crisis. Because you show me your excuse and I will show somebody in the same position as you who managed to succeed while you remain a failure. So presentación, presentación, presentación. Everything needs a goal with a timeline, non-negotiable. And please cure yourself, heal yourself, and remove excuses and the disease of excusitis from your life. And I promise you, you will be on Vicon stage telling your story one day. This is Dr. Chief saying, I love you.